So students, we are doing AP and we have a question in AP that if mth term in an AP is n and nth term in an AP is m. So where m is not equal to n, then we have to prove that T m plus n means m plus nth term is equals to 0. Okay, so what's the proof? You can do this yourself also, students. Yes, can you do this proof? So how do we write the mth term? Like this is given to you, Tm is equals to n. So how do we write the mth term? So that we can write as yes.
Sir, A
Yes.
plus m minus 1 into d.
Very good. A plus m minus 1 into d, and that is equals to n. So this is given to you, and therefore you get this. Now Tn is equals to m. So similarly you can write nth term also. So what it will be? A plus
n minus 1 into d
is equals to m.
m.
Students, the important thing is that you have to prove this, and this is given to you. So you have these two equations. So you have to combine these two equations to get this result. So if we simplify this, what does this mean? M plus nth term. Yes, how do we write m plus nth term? That's a plus, yes,
m plus n minus 1 into d.
okay, m plus, so that's the same. Yes, right. So this is actually what we need to prove. So which variables do we need? We need a, m, n, and means we need all the variables which are there. So how can you combine these two equations, students? Yes, important thing is you need m and you need n. How can you get m and n? So I want this n remains like n, and I want this m to remain like this n. So you can add these two equations. Yes. What can be done? You need m plus n here. So add these two equations. What do you get? Yes. A plus n minus 1d is equals to m. So we are adding these two equations, first and second. What do you get? 2a plus m minus 1 plus n minus 1 into d, and that is equals to m plus n. Okay. So now 2a plus m plus n minus 2 into d is equals to m plus n. Now here we have m plus n, here also we have m plus n. So let us bring them together. So how can we write it? 2a plus, I need to open this bracket. So what it will be? M plus n into d minus 2d is equals to m plus n. Is it okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now see what you need. M plus n minus 1 into d. So you will get uh, so you can bring m plus n this side. Even you if you don't write this step, let us bring this side, m plus n this side. What it will be? What do you get? 2a plus m plus n minus 2 but again d will not be common. So student, this is one way. There is another way also. We are not getting the end to this. To prove this, we are getting something else, m plus n, because then we will not be able to take this common. So that's how we get stuck. So what can be done? M plus n. And if you have solved it,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
So instead of this solution, can we do it n into terms of n is equals to m into tm?
Yeah, that's also one of the ways that you are multiplying m with tm is this with this and then this with this. Yes, means you are multiplying both a multiply b. So n multiplying with this part and m multiplying with this part. So you can multiply both the equations. Yes, that way you get the answer. So m into a plus m minus 1 into d is equals to n into a plus n minus 1 into d. So that's one of the ways. I was trying another way out, but okay. So students, do this way, you will get the answer definitely. So solve them. Okay. So what do you get? ma plus, so m multiply this, so m will be multiplied with this and d will also be multiplied, right?
M square D.
M square d minus, and then this 1, so
Minus MD.
minus md, yes, and that's equals to, now multiply this, that's an plus, and then n multiply with n, and then the d will also
N square D.
n square d, yes, good,
Minus MD.
minus md, yes. So you have m, a and an here. So you need a in isolation, so you can get a together. So ma minus an or na. Okay, so bring a in this side. Now md square, so same is the case we can do with this m square n square. So m square minus n square d, and then so we'll have one term from here, and then we'll be bringing this term also this side with d. Okay, so this negative sign will become positive going that side, and minus md, and what will be left? Nothing will be left this side, so 0. Okay, so students, you can take a common, so m plus n. Now you can take d common, m square minus n square. plus. So from here you can take d common, but if I want a alone, so I need to divide this by m plus m minus n. So m minus n is here. Here also I have m minus n into m plus n. So for here also I want m minus n. So what I will do, I will take negative common. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So minus d I will take common. So I will get m minus n. That's equals to 0. Now students, I can divide both sides with m minus n. So all the terms I can divide with m minus n. So what I will get here? Only a. What I will get here? D into, this is m minus n into m plus n. See, I am dividing both sides with m minus n. So 0 divided by anything will remain 0. This will cancel out. This will also cancel out. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now we can write this as a plus. So this is what is m minus n square. So m square minus n square. M minus n into m plus n. So m minus n will cancel out. So I will be left with m plus n into d, and minus d is equals to 0. So now d is common. So a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is equals to 0. And so this is the same thing that I was aiming for. So I can write it as m plus n is equals to 0. This way also it will take some time. I don't know where we get stuck, but okay, follow this way. So it means if this result is given to you, then also Tm plus n will be 0. Okay. So either this is given to you or this is given to you. So we did some questions based on it yesterday, but today we have done its proof. Okay. So this is the first result. Tm plus n is equals to 0. Students, have you noted down? Shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So students, same given thing is same. That Tm is equals to n and Tn is equals to n. So given thing is same, and first proof that you have just did is Tm plus n or n plus m is equals to 0, and so this or ntn is equals to mtm. So either this thing or this thing. So you get the same result. Now what is the second result that we have, that we need to prove is, what will be the rth term? So rth term will be equals to m plus n minus r. Okay. So you can find the rth term. You can means at some places you will find it pth term also. That's the same thing. Okay. So now we are going to prove this. What will be the pth term? So students, proof of this. So again you have like what will be your mth term? Yes, you can also write it as am also. That's the same thing. Yes, what it will be? A plus m
minus 1 into d.
Yes, is equals to what it is given, n. Yes, and what is nth term? That is
A plus n minus 1 into d
yes, is equals to
equal to
m.
m.
Yes, that's right. So we have these two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. So students, if we solve these two equations, can we compare these two equations? Yes. In both the equations, we see that the a plus, let us open this bracket, so a plus md minus d is equals to n, and a plus nd minus d is equals to m, right? So these equations we can further write as see a minus d is there in both the equations. See, the point here is that what is the difference between the earlier question and this question, students? In the earlier question, I need all the four variables a, m, n and d. All the four variables I needed, okay? So that is why I have not eliminated any variable. But here in this question, the point is that you don't need d and a. So a and d are not needed. Okay. So it means you need to find, see, what does this mean? What does this mean, students? TP is equals to this pth term is this. So what is pth term? So it means a plus p minus 1 into d is equals to m plus n minus p. This is what you need to prove. Okay. So from this you want this value, right? So it means you need to put the value of a and you need to put the value of d in terms of m and n. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So let us find the value of a and d, and that we will put here, value of a and value of d in terms of m and n, and we will get the answer. So that's our strategy, okay? So we need to form a strategy before start doing a question. Got it? So from here a minus d comes out to be n minus md, and a minus d from here comes out to be m minus nd. So clearly a minus d is equals to this and a minus d is equals to this. So we can compare first and second. And what do we get? N minus md is equals to m minus nd. So can we find the value of d now? Yes. So get the terms of d together. So that's your choice. You can take the value of d this side and this, and you can bring this side. So this minus nd will become plus nd that side, and minus md, and this you have m here, and this plus n will become minus n coming this. Okay. So students, we can so we can take d common. So n minus m into d is equals to, here also instead of m minus n I need n minus m. So minus 1 I can take common, and this n minus m. And now dividing both sides with n minus m. So d comes out to be minus 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what will be the value of a? So put d is equals to minus 1 in equation first. Tell me, students, what is value of a? This is your equation 1. So put or you can put here also d is equals to minus 1. So what do you get? So a plus m minus 1 into minus 1 is equals to n. So what's the value of a? A will be equals to, see here I get minus m, and see if you take both the terms this side, their sign will remain the same because negative will become, yes, so you will get plus m this side, and is already plus, and minus 1. Do it. Yes.
Done, sir.
Okay. So now students, this is what we need to prove. So what is your LHS here? So this was our plan, that put the values of a and d in the LHS, we get the RHS, right? And we have found a and d in terms of m and n, right? So now LHS
Yes, sir.
is equals to TP is equals to a plus p minus 1 into d. So what is the value of a? M plus n minus 1 plus, now p minus 1 into minus 1, that is your d, right? So you have put the value of a and d here, value of a and value of d. Is it okay, students?
Yes, sir.
So now what have you found? M plus n minus 1 plus, now multiply this minus 1 with p, so it will be minus p, and this minus will become positive. So plus 1 minus 1 cancels out, and you get m plus n minus p, that is your RHS. So hence you have proved LHS is equals to RHS. So students, we need to think it in terms of strategies. Okay. So now, see, in your CBSE, you will be asked to do this proof, but in your competitive exams or in MCQ, you are supposed to directly apply the formula. So we did yesterday some questions based on them. Yes. So let me check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, noted it down, students. Shall we move forward? So we have
Yes.
proved that TP is equals to, so pth term is equals to m plus n minus p. Okay, let us do some questions based on them. First question is, 15th term is equals to 10 and 10th term of AP, so these are terms of AP, and so in an AP 15th term is 10 and 10th term is 15. Okay, now your question is, find the 25th term, and second question is, find the 30th term, and the next question is, find the 12th term. Okay, so find out these three terms, students. You know the results, that if Tn is equals to m and Tm is equals to n, then first result Tn plus m is equals to 0, and second result is Tp is equals to m plus n minus p. So just check, is the total sum 25? Yes. So what will be 25th term, students?
0.
0. What is 30th term? m plus n minus 30. What is m? 15 plus 10 minus 30. So what it will be?
Minus 5.
Minus 5. So 12th term, 15 plus 10, m plus n minus
13.
p. Yes. Yes, what it is?
13.
13. Yes. Now tell me what will be 100th term?
Minus 75.
Very good. So students, this is how the questions will come in the competitive exams. So you are supposed to do the questions like this. So see, it will be, it's very surprising if somebody asks you find the 10,000th term. So what it will be? 25 minus 10,000, and that will be 9975. So minus 9975. Got it, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us dig some more and do one more relation. Based on this, if the mth term of AP, if it is not, suppose n, if it is 1 by n, students, okay, and nth term is 1 by m, do you know then what is the result?
1.
Very good, very good. So Tmn is equals to 1. Have you done this question?
Yes, sir. Seema ma'am has taught this question.
Sorry.
Seema ma'am has told us how to do this question.
Okay, in class 10 you did this question.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So now the question will come like the 15th term of the AP is suppose 1 upon 8, and 8th term of AP is 1 upon 15. Then what will be the term 120? So this question will come. So what is the term 120, students? 1. Yes. So these are the shortcuts. Okay. Now can you just prove this relation? Can you prove this relation? If Tm is equals to n and Tn is equals to 1 by m, so Tm is equal to 1 by n, Tn is equals to 1 by m, then Tm into n is. Can we prove this? It's quite simple. So proof. What is Tm equals to, students? A plus m minus 1 into d. Yes. And that is equals to 1 by n. And what about Tn is equals to 1 by m? So a plus n minus 1 into d is equals to 1 by m. Now what strategy you are going to apply here? See, we have done 3 questions. In the first question we just multiplied Tm. So like Tm is equals to n and Tn is equals to m. So in the first question we multiplied this and we multiplied this, and we get the results Tm plus n is equals to 0. And then in the second we just find the value of a and d because we need to find Tp. So Tp was a plus p minus 1 into d. So we find the value of a and d and we put this value here. So that's what we did in the second question. Now what will be your strategy here, students, to prove this? Yes. See, that's how you.
Sir, we
Yes.
will subtract the equations.
Okay, that's good. So you can subtract the equations. Yes. So that's. So what's the purpose of subtracting the equations?
So from that we find the value of D and A.
Okay. So what is this Tm n is equals to 1? So what you want to prove actually? So you need to prove what is Tm into n. That term will be Tmn is equals to a plus mn minus 1 into D. That's equals to 1. Yes, students.
Yes, sir.
So here also you need to put the value of A and put the value of D in this, and then you will get 1. So students, here also you need to find A and D. So this strategy you need to do here again, this strategy. Okay. So find the value of A and D in terms of M and N. Can you do it? So subtracting this, A will be eliminated. So that's the purpose of subtracting them. What is the use of subtracting them? Because this A will be eliminated, right? And we get the value of D in terms of M and N. Got it, students? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So M minus 1 minus N minus 1 into D is equals to 1 by N minus 1 by N. Agreed? Yes? And what do you get from here, students? M minus 1 minus N plus 1 into D is equals to M minus N upon M into N. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So 1 cancels out. So what you are left with? M minus N, and here also you have M minus 1. So dividing both sides with M minus N. So M minus N will also cancel out, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you get as D? D is equals to
1 by M.
1 by mn. Yes, that's your D. Now this was your equation 1, this was your equation 2. So put the value of D in equation 1. Okay. So what do you get? Put D is equals to 1 upon mn in equation first. What do we get? We get, yes, 1 by n is equals to, or you can write it as like A plus m minus 1 into 1 upon mn. Yes, you are doing it along with me. Is equals to 1 by n. Okay. So now further solve it out, students. You know you need to find the value of A. Yes.
Sir, A is equals to minus 1 upon mn square.
Very good, very good. You are right. A is equals to, see, just you need to do it again. What does this mean? I am dividing this with this. Minus 1 upon mn is equals to 1 upon n, right? Yes. Agreed,
Yes,
students?
sir.
So what do we get from here? So m will cancels out. So A plus 1 by n minus 1 upon mn is equals to 1 by n. So plus mn plus mn, so this positive will become negative if goes that side, or you can say subtract both sides with minus 1 with 1 upon n. So if you are subtracting both sides, so subtracting both sides with 1 by n. So 1 by n will cancel out, right? And A, what A will become? A will be, so this is 0 this side, so this negative will become a positive. So A is equals to 1 upon mn. So that's value of D, equation 3. This is 4. Agreed, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So students, what is your LHS? A plus mn minus 1 into d is equals to what it will become. So that's your LHS is equals to T m into n, and that is equals to A plus m n minus 1 to d. So that's what we have done. We have found the value of A and D, and we are going to put the value of A and D here, right? So put the value of A,
Yes, sir.
m into n plus m into n minus 1. What is the value of D? 1 upon
1 upon
mn.
m.
So,
One by
so 1 upon mn plus mn upon mn minus 1 upon mn. Okay. So 1 upon mn minus 1 upon mn is 0, cancels out, and mn upon mn you will get 1.
one.
So that is 1, that is RHS. So very important proof we have done, students. Now we will do one more shortcut, one more type. So students, you have seen that means we have done 3 questions, similar kind of questions, and what were your strategies in solving them out. So you should have a strategy before actually you start doing a problem. Okay, shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the next type now? So next type is, suppose you have a question, how many two digits, how many numbers of 2 digits, how many numbers of 2 digits are divisible by, suppose, 7. How many 2 digit numbers are divisible? Can you do this question, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, try it out. So form an AP. You will be, because we are doing AP, so yes, can you form an AP? What is the smallest 2 digit number?
14.
Yes, very good. So smallest 2 digit is 14. Yes. What is the largest 2 digit number?
98.
98. Yes. So you will start with 14 and then 21 and then 28 and then up to 98. So you have got first term as 14, you have got last term as 98. So how many numbers are these?
13.
So nth term is 98. Okay. So an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. So what is a? 14. Your answer is correct, Yashasvi. So n minus 1 into d. So students, what is d?
7.
7. So 98 is equals to, you solve it out. So 14, subtract this side from 98. So what do you get? 84 is equals to n minus 1 into 7. And 12 7 the 84. So this minus 1 will become plus 1. So n is equals to 13. So you were telling 14, Yashasvi.
Sir, I said 13.
13. Okay. Okay, good. That's good. I heard it wrong. So do you know that we have a shortcut also to do this question? See, directly from here, like So either you find first two digit number of AP and largest two digit. So if not in AP, if we talk in a general way, which is the smallest two digit, that is 10. What is the largest two digit? 99. So divide this 10 with 7 and divide this 99 also with 7, divisible by 7, so divide both of them by 7. So what is the quotient you get here? 1. I am not concerned about the remainder, only the quotient. So quotient will be 1 here,
1.4.
and here it is 14. So divide 14 minus 1 and that is 13. So that is the your number of terms between this. Okay. So here also what you have done, if you divide 7 with 14 with 7 and 98 with 7, what do you get? 2, and here you get 14, but 1 7 you have already taken. Okay, so you will get 12 from here, because you are not counting 98 here when you are subtracting. So either you are skipping 14 or you are skipping 98, and that is why you are so students, so this is a shortcut. I hope you have understood this. So let us do one question, similar question. So now you have how many numbers of 5 digits which are divisible by 7. Now if you do this question in the normal way, it will take lot of time. So instead of that, directly write which is the smallest 5 digit number, this. What is the largest 5 digit number, this. Divide both of them with 7. So what do you get here? 1, yes, then 4, yes. What do you get, students? Tell me. What is the question do you get? 7 divided by 1000. Yes. One 428.
Yes, sir.
And what's the question this side? So yes. So your questions are matching with me or not?
Yes, sir. Matching.
So simply subtract them. So you get how many numbers? 1, 2, 8, 5, 3. 12,853 numbers are the 5 digit numbers which are divisible by 7. Is it okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes.
so this will help you this way help you in reducing your time to solve a MCQ. Yes. So now you have some other important results also, students. You need to remember them, that if P, Q, R are the terms of AP, means Pth term is A, Qth term is B, and Rth term is C. Okay, Pth term is A, Qth term is B, and Rth term is C. Then A into Q minus R, try to understand, A into Q minus R plus B into, see students, for them what you can do is you can form this circle like the sequence P and then Q and then R. Okay, so A is with P and B is with Q and C is with R. So you are starting with A, so Q minus R, now B, R minus P. So try to understand, this is how you need to do it. Understood this, students, this concept? Yes, this cycle. And then you reach C, तो बताओ क्या आएगा यहाँ से? C into, yes, tell me.
Q minus P.
P minus Q, देखो बेटा, A into Q minus R, next two terms, आपने next term को उससे, next term minus next, now you have reached B, so R minus P, so you have reached C, so P minus Q, and that's equals to 0. So that's a result. So that's your homework. You can do it. It's not that easy. Don't take it as homework. Have you done it in 10th class also, this result, if you remember? So you might need this result in competitive exam also, students. Now let us start with R also. Now let us start with you can start with P also, students. अब BC लेंगे. अगर P से शुरू करते हैं, अब आप बताएंगे मुझे क्या बनेगा. A की जगह मैं क्या ले रहा हूं अब? P. ओके, तो क्या आएगा? P लेंगे तो B माइनस C. अच्छा, P के बाद अब Q पे बताइए क्या आएगा? Q इंटू व्हाट यू विल गेट? यस, C माइनस A. चलो,
Yes, sir.
अब Q के बाद क्या है आपका? R. तो क्या आएगा R के साथ, बताओ?
A minus.
यस, ये दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट्स हैं स्टूडेंट्स. याद हो गए आपको ये दोनों रिजल्ट्स? तरीका बता दिया मैंने याद करने का. याद हो गए बेटा एपी के रिजल्ट्स?
Yes, sir.
अब इनके ऊपर बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आएंगे तो डायरेक्ट आएगा. जैसे सपोज एक क्वेश्चन आ गया, T12 इज इक्वल्स टू 5, और मतलब एक, तो आई विल गिव द वैल्यू P A Q B R C, और फिर मैं पूछूंगा दैट व्हाट इज दिस प्रोडक्ट, सो यू विल डायरेक्टली टेल इट इज 0. और इफ आई विल आस्क यू ओनली दिस मच, देन यू कैन सी A इंटू, ये भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस, कि ये बताओ ये कितना होगा, तो ये कितना होगा, दैट इज इक्वल्स टू माइनस C, और यू कैन से इट C इंटू Q माइनस P. तो ये तो जाके रिवर्स है. यस स्टूडेंट्स, इधर जाके साइन चेंज हो जाएंगे ना, P माइनस Q से Q माइनस P हो जाएगा.
Yes.
तो अगर ये क्वेश्चन आएगा तो आप फटाफट बता देंगे 1 सेकंड में कि ये होगा इसका आंसर. तो ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, इवन एडवांस लेवल के लिए भी, जो जेई एडवांस्ड अगर देना है तो उसमें भी आएगा ये कंसेप्ट. चलो, तो अब एक और इंपॉर्टेंट एपी का रिजल्ट है स्टूडेंट्स, वो भी करेंगे. तो आप समझ गए ना क्वेश्चन कैसे भी पूछा जा सकता है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज द सम ऑफ m plus nth term and sum of m minus n terms of an AP is equals to twice the mth term. ये एक और इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट आ गया स्टूडेंट्स आपके पास. इसको भी डायरेक्ट जो है वो आप यूज करेंगे. मान लो आपको mth टर्म दे दी, स्टूडेंट्स आप इसके ऊपर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन समझ सकते हैं ना, आएंगे तो यू विल बी एबल टू डू इट.
Yes, sir.
जैसे सपोज T12 इज इक्वल्स टू, आपको दे दिया 50, ओके, एंड T20th टर्म आपको दे दी सपोज 100, ओके. नाउ अब मैंने आपसे पूछ लिया कौन से दो नंबर्स को ऐड एंड सब्ट्रैक्ट. इसको मैं थोड़ा सा चेंज करना पड़ेगा स्टूडेंट्स, थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो गई. आप इसको T1 कह सकते हो. T1 इज इक्वल टू 50 एंड T20 इज इक्वल्स टू 100. यहाँ 20 नहीं, यहाँ आपको करना पड़ेगा स्टूडेंट्स 9 करना पड़ेगा आपको. T1 इज इक्वल टू 50 एंड T9 इज इक्वल टू 100. और फिर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि फाइंड T5. T5 कितना होगा, ये क्वेश्चन है मेरा. बताओ. बताओ बेटे, बताओ जल्दी से. 2T5. अरे भाई m प्लस n, बड़े वाला नंबर ही तो प्लस होगा, तो 9. कौन से दो नंबर्स को ऐड करके 9 आता है और सब्ट्रैक्ट करने से 1 आता है?
5 and 4.
यस, 4 and 5 एंड 5 माइनस 4 1 हो गया. तो बस ये हो गया आपका 5 प्लस 4 और ये हो गया 5 माइनस 4. तो m क्या आ जाएगा? 5 है ना m आपका. तो 2T5 क्या होगा आपका? यही दोनों टर्म 100 प्लस 50. आई बात समझ में?
Yes.
भाई ये आपका क्या हो गया? दिस इज योर T9, दिस इज योर T1 एंड दिस इज योर 2T5. एक और क्वेश्चन करेंगे ऐसा ही. हाँ स्टूडेंट्स, ये फॉर्मूला शीट बना लेना अपनी.
Okay, sir.
चलो एक और क्वेश्चन करो. आपको यहीं से समझ जाना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स. यहाँ 5 लिखे तो आपका काम बहुत आसान हो गया. इसका
150.
150. यस, तो आप यहीं से समझ गए. जब यहाँ 5 था तो इसका मतलब ये 5 में से आप 8 में से 5 घटाओगे यहाँ पे, तो कितना बना? ये बना 5 प्लस 3. तो ये कितना बना? 5 माइनस 3. ओके
Yes, sir.
बेटा, समझ में आई बात? नहीं आई समझ में?
आ गई सर.
तो T5 प्लस 3 प्लस T5 माइनस 3 इज इक्वल टू 2T, जो बड़े वाला नंबर है 5, तो 2T5. और तो 2T5 हो गया इन दोनों का सम. और ये आपको दे रखा था 90 और ये आपको दे रखा था 60. तो टोटल हो गया 150. तो स्टूडेंट्स, आज आपने बहुत शॉर्टकट सीखे हैं. ओके, तो बस CBSE में प्रूफ आते हैं और आपके जो आपके कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स होते हैं लाइफ में, जो भी आप देते हैं, उसमें उन प्रूफ को डायरेक्टली अप्लाई करते हैं. ओके, तो अब आपको एक स्ट्रेटेजी पता लग गई ना मैथ्स में आगे के लिए भी, कि जो आप प्रूफ करते हैं उनको याद रखना पड़ेगा। लिखते चलो, जितना याद रख सकते हो उतना अच्छा। ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ओके बेटे, दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग विद मी।
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
sir.